Hey guys, and welcome back to Playtech TV. My name is Greg, and I'm sorry I've been away for a little while. I've actually been a little bit sick, and as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm not quite over it yet, but I've come back, I haven't forgot about you, and I've got some exciting new cool stuff to look at. So first up today, we have the ROG Republic of Gamers from Asus, powered by Asus Genome gaming system. So this is one that we've collaborated with Asus to build. What that means is that we talk to their engineers and their guys, and we sort of like design a system together with the right components and parts and aesthetic, of course, in order to make a really cool, really good value PC gaming system.
The first thing that everybody notices about this system is the case. This is the ROG certified Deep Cool Genome case.
What that means is basically Asus have had a look at it and they've gone, yep, this ticks all the boxes for one of our powered by Asus systems. This means it's going to fit everything and it's not going to like overheat anything. You're not going to like get caught short doing upgrades in the future or anything like that. It's just going to be a solid chassis to use as the foundation for an awesome gaming system. What makes the Genome case stick out a little bit more though is some of these awesome enthusiast features. So my favorite feature is the integrated liquid cooling system, which is a 360mm radiator, which also has this cool like built-in kind of swirly, almost reservoir kind of thing at the front going on, which is just a really nice aesthetic touch. I'm not too sure if it impacts the performance much. You know, maybe having that extra liquid in there slightly affects the passive cooling and makes it like a little bit cooler, but either way, it just looks cool and it's like the perfect complement to the ROG Republic of Gamers kind of aesthetic that we've got going on here. Another cool feature is the 90-degree mount for the graphics card. Basically, this means that the graphics card is taken out of the motherboard and actually placed on a mount in the front of the case in the window here, so you can see it right at the front there, which means, of course, it looks really, really cool, but it also takes a little bit of weight off your motherboard and, you know, stops that sort of like droop that you sometimes get after a couple years of having a lot of weight on the motherboard in the form of one of these big grunty modern graphics cards that we see a lot of these days. Speaking of the graphics card, we've got the GTX 1060 6GB Strix version here, which puts it at a really good performance level for 1080p at high and ultra settings, and is really good bang for buck.
Now this GPU is plugged directly into the Strix H270F gaming motherboard.
Through this motherboard, we can use the Aura Sync feature, which will actually allow us to synchronize all the LEDs on our GPU, motherboard, RAM, case, everything like that, and get some cool effects going on there. And that's all really easy to configure through the Aura Sync software. And while we're at it, I'm just going to talk really quickly about the G.Skill Trident Z RGB memory, which is actually the first memory on the market to get certified by Asus Republic of Gamers to be Aura Sync ready and actually slot in with the software and work properly. So this one has individual control of LEDs, and so you can sort of like pulse through colors and all kinds of stuff like that, whereas some of the other models of RAM out there aren't quite compatible yet. So you'll find ones that that won't give you that full control, so you can't pulse through colors. It can kind of only just change all of the LEDs on the RAM at once, if you know what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically what I'm getting at is, at this point in time, the G.Skill RAM is the best one to go for the Aura Sync software, and that's what we've got in here. We've also got dual M2 slots on the motherboard, so if you're wanting some really quick storage, you don't necessarily have to start filling up those hard drive bays, so you can have the best of both worlds. You can absolutely have some really quick solid state storage going through that M2 slots, and then also load it up with as many conventional hard drives, mechanical hard drives, as you can without having to choose one or the other like you do in a lot of cases and systems these days. On top of that, we've got all the other usual additions like USB Type-C and things like that you will find on motherboards and systems these days as well. If you've seen a lot of my videos in the past, you know that I'm always pretty critical of sound cards and the audio features of motherboards. So I'm happy to say that the H270F actually has a pretty good sound card on it, the Supreme Effects audio chip. So basically we've got a little shielded chip here that will also impedance match to your headphones, so you're not going to get a tinny, crappy low-level sound or anything like that when you plug into these guys, which is a welcome feature and is a little bit of a step above most of the onboard sound that we get in motherboards these days. So overall, we've got a really cool system here. Ticks all the boxes for performance and aesthetics. People just go crazy over the design of this one. They absolutely love it. We've got them for order on the website at the moment. Huge thank you to Asus for helping us put together these machines, and we'll see you next time. That's Playtech TV.